told us everything. Don't worry, I kept my word. She didn't suffer long. Here. You earned it. How's it feel to play the traitor? No more war games. You're a real man now, soldier. Give my regards to your boss when you get home.
Ten days ago, we got reports that Paz was still alive.
She survived.
She was rescued by a Belizean fisherman who found her drifting in the Caribbean.
So what's the plan? Silence her before we're compromised?
No. I've got something else in mind. Our friends at Cypher suspect Paz could be a double agent. She's being held for interrogation at a camp on the southern tip of Cuba.
Black site. Nice. A slice of American pie on communist soil, and out of U.S. legal jurisdiction.
The upcoming inspection of Mother Base has to be connected somehow. The timing's too perfect.
The UN's nuclear inspection.
My guess is they're trying to corroborate Paz's leak.
We're an army without a nation.
Word of our capabilities gets out, and we'll have the whole world out to shut us down. Having an American private intelligence agency involved's bad news. Cypher's the ones who sent Paz to us in the first place.
She knows their true nature.
Right. Paz is our only link to Cypher. If she's still alive, we need her on our side.
Trojan horse is in! This pirate crackdown's a go! Move!
So who's the other target?
That would be Chico. He's being held in the same area as Paz. Last radio contact was 40 hours ago. Find them both. Bring them back alive. Enter the compound from the south cliff. Secure Chico and Paz, then report back from the rendezvous point. Send a chopper from across the Cuban border. You should be back at Mother Base in time for lunch. You'll probably just miss our guests. The only catch is you go in solo. The politically sensitive nature of the mission means backup is not an option.
Fine. I like some alone time now and then. Kept you waiting, huh?
Are being held in an old unused part of the compound. Get inside and head northeast.
What's up guys, it's Explicit Baron here, and I'm playing a little Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes. I wanted to do this video before, Metal Gear Solid 5 comes out, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about this game and how surprisingly really good it is for such a short experience. I know visually it's hard to really see recording on standard definition, but bear with me, it's still pretty good. Yeah, so you do the same stuff you generally do in the Metal Gear Solid games: crawl, sneak. The only few things that I didn't like about Ground Zeroes was the lack of the cardboard box, and you can't somersault anymore for some reason. You can dive, which is cool, and you can roll, which is really cool and really realistic, but I really miss that somersault. And right here I'm trying to take out this guy, and the silenced tranquilizer gun is much less powerful than it is in Metal Gear Solid 4 and 3 and 2, but it gets the job done. And what's really cool about Ground Zeroes is you can mark every guy on the map and know their locations and their movement patterns. And you would think this would make things a lot easier, but it really doesn't, because this game is quite hard. And you see a little white line? That means that's the sight of the enemy, what he can see. So the longer he looks at you with that white line, the easier he can spot you and alert his bodyguards and fellow soldiers. And check out the light there. And they really react realistically. It's really cool. If you start a firefight and hide behind something and then sneak out to another area, they'll continue focusing fire in that general area while you might be, on completely other side of the map. It's really cool. It's interesting. On this particular match, though, I died, I think, once or twice, probably twice. And just like Peace Walker, you can extract enemies and prisoners. But in this version, as well as Metal Gear Solid 5, you can call in a chopper, which is really, really cool. And not only can you extract people with it, you can call in a chopper to support you with its machine gunner. You just use a flare grenade, which can be very helpful when you're surrounded by guys and you want them to leave you alone. And this guy, he kind of woke up. When you're in a firefight and you just can't get away from them, they just keep following you and you need to distract them. You just call in a chopper and it'll take care of a few of the guys. Everyone focuses on the chopper instead of you, and you can sneak away. So this mission, as the previous cutscene explained, I'm trying to rescue two people, Chico and Paz. They're two prisoners, a girl and a guy, and they're each on different sides of the map. One is in a prison area with a bunch of other prisoners that I have extracted before on other attempts at this mission, and Paz is in an underground basement area. So as you can see right now, I'm trying to extract some of these guys because I didn't do much of it, but apparently extracting prisoners and soldiers provides extra content for Metal Gear Solid 5 once that is released. And it's just cool to, build up your mother base just like in Peace Walker. So I really do like extracting these guys. But there's no photon recovery system in this game, just the chopper. Yeah, so I have to say, after playing this game for quite a number of hours, it's a really, really good experience. It's a concentrated game. Like, there's a lot packed into a small package, but this is better than most 20 or 30 hour games. Get him. Yeah, and you can shoot through certain fences if it's got that plastic tarmac over it. Aiming is better to a certain degree. If you're too far away, it's really hard to get a headshot. So you usually have to pump a few rounds into the guy and get him on the ground. There's a Jeep on my left, which you can drive. Also awesome. And you can dive out of it like in Grand Theft Auto, or you can drive it into a wall, blow it up, put characters in it. But be wary when you drive a truck or a Jeep. People see you, like with this guy. And come on, get him. It does take quite a number of shots in this game to take down enemies. I'm just guessing because this is a high security area, everyone's probably fit with body armor. Take out the lights. There's a lot of added detail in this that is just astounding. Like the searchlights, the enemies use them, you can use them. You can actually find the power grid or transformer area and turn off the lights and alarm systems and security systems for the entire base. And the soldiers and headquarters, they notice it and they send in guys to repair the electricity. And it's just, there's a lot of fantastic detail in this game that comes with every Metal Gear Solid game, and it just gets better and better with each iteration. So I think this is the attempt where I actually die. Oh no, what happened? I didn't die. I call in a chopper and he takes on too much fire and gets blown up. And you can't lose your chopper because you need it to extract your soldiers and extract yourself at the end of the mission. And I still don't know how to call off the chopper. I think it's kind of goes by ear. Computer decides when he wants to leave. Get him. So you can see it's not like Metal Gear Solid 2 where you have super steady aim. And you can't hold your breath like you can in a lot of shooters to steady your aim, which I wonder if Metal Gear Solid 5 will improve that. Oh, let's see this. I got him. Headshot, bam. He doesn't alert any of his fellow soldiers, and it's weird. Any enemy that sees you immediately contacts or somehow makes everyone on base aware of your position and that there's an enemy. So what I'm thinking is it has to do with nanomachines, because he doesn't pull out a radio like in Metal Gear Solid 3 and call for backup. So you don't have that much time to, take him out before having a widespread panic on the base. You really just have to take him out during that slow motion phase. And there's the chopper. And it's gone. Boom. But we'll try again. Yeah, so there's a lot of content to this small game, actually. The main mission is this one, which is about an hour and a half, my first run. On this one, I think I took like a half hour without cutscenes, and an hour and a half without cutscenes on my first run, so it's probably like hour 45, hour 50 for the total experience. But it's a great little mission, and along with that there comes like 6 or 7 side missions that use this location during the day, during the night, with other other ways to tackle on this level in a creative fashion. There's one mission where you have to recreate photos from Metal Gear Solid 1, like take a picture in front of a surveillance camera or in front of a chopper like in Metal Gear 1. There's another mission where you have to take out certain enemies that have been body snatched by aliens. So you have to take out one's highlighted in green and the ones highlighted in blue are just normal Marines. There's an extraction mission where you have to extract 2 CIA officials, and if you alert the base of your presence, they immediately try to escape. If they escape, you fail the mission, so you have to sneak around, either kill them or extract them by chopper. That is the prison area where Chico is being held, among other prisoners. And the crow's nest over there, you can actually take out if you have a grenade launcher, which is really cool. It literally collapses on itself. I'm still learning a lot of new details in this game the more I play, and it never ceases to amaze me all the little stuff you can do. There's a lot of little trials you have to do in this game that adds more replay value, like beating as fast as you can, marking every enemy on the map in a certain amount of time, killing every enemy in the map, finding all the XOF badges, which are those badges they threw off the chopper in the beginning cutscene. Those are quite a pain to find, but if you have a guide you can find them quite quickly. There's only 9 of them, but those unlock the 2 bonus missions. The missions where you have to recreate the scenes and take out the body snatchers, which is really cool. Let's see, that take them out. And it's a really big step forward that the Metal Gear games have become more action focused while still being a stealth game. But these firefights, they are so much goddamn fun, and they feel so realistic the way you approach them. You can't just sit there and take out guys because they keep on coming, so you have to take out a few, throw a smoke grenade, hide. It's just really interesting. You can approach each mission in a variety of ways, but ultimately you will have to do quite a bit of stealth. But you can still grab guys, choke them out, put them to sleep. You can use them for information, which is always helpful. They'll tell you where there's weapons, cassettes, the little bonus items that Snake listens to on his Walkman. They'll tell you where smoke grenades are, weapons, where the transformer room is. A lot of cool and helpful tips that I feel like the other Metal Gear games, they didn't give you as much helpful information when you were, strangling guys for info. Alright, take them. And you can actually throw guys, or kick, I think, not throw, but punch guys off the cliff here, which is really cool. I did that in another playthrough, and it was just fucking awesome. Come up right behind him, 2 punches, and then a kick to the stomach, and he flies off and screams into the water. Okay. So we're about halfway through this mission. I'm still trying to extract soldiers because of the extra content in Metal Gear Solid 5. Let's see. Yeah, so this area is probably the safest area of the entire map. There's a lot of rock formations to hide behind it, and the chopper position over here is well guarded. The enemies generally don't come over here, and right there, if you saw that cave, is a great spot to hide. So if you're playing this and you want like a good extraction point, this is probably the best extraction point in the game. It's near the prisoners, so if you want to extract the prisoners, and it's a great place to just hide out, especially when you're trying to avoid a firefight or running away from a huge mob of soldiers. Let's see. I'll play some cassettes here. Oops, I hope I don't get flagged copyright for that. You can actually import music, which is fantastic and broken at the same time, because you can play the in-game songs and cassettes in Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes, but you can't play imported music as you walk around because it immediately stops when you exit the menu. You can do that for the in-game music, but you can use the custom music you upload to play when you call in a chopper, I believe, and either extract yourself or I believe it's just when the choppers come to defend you and help you out, but it doesn't play constantly. I hope Metal Gear Solid 5 fixes that, but it's kind of just a small little, inconvenience. It's not even a big deal because the game's going to have fantastic music to begin with. Here's when we encounter Chico, and I'll let you watch this cutscene.
Chico, keep it down. Chico, calm down. Calm down. Don't fight it. I got Chico.
And Paz?
Not here.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Is Chico able to walk?
Hold on. Not gonna happen.
You'll have to carry him out then. Okay, boss, change your plans. Haul Chico over to the rendezvous point. We'll get Paz's whereabouts out of him once he's calmed down.
Alright, that was a pretty cool cutscene. And you get to see a little bit more of Kiefer Sutherland voice Snake, which I know there was a lot of controversy behind it, but Kiefer does an adequate job. I think he does a good job playing Big Boss, but he does really just sound like, Jack Bauer from 24 in this, which I guess that's what you get when you pick actors and not voice actors. I still think David Hayter would have been a much better decision, and overall, Kiefer still did a great job, but you really didn't need to change the voice actor. It was not a good move, I think, on the production side of this game. But Kiefer, he did an adequate job. There's the cassette tape, because this is the 80s after all. I think this is the 80s. 82? Or 84, I think this might be 82. Your iDroid, aka your Walkman. And this cassette gives you a hint of where Pos is, which I already know. It's the underground basement area on the other side of the base. It's very heavily fortified, but it's not too hard to get there. Alright, let's see. Yeah, so if I'm curious for new Metal Gear Solid fans and people considering buying Metal Gear Solid 5, if you're a newcomer to the Metal Gear Solid franchise, it seems like Metal Gear Solid 5 is going to get a lot of sales and it seems to have a lot of new people interested in the series. Why are you getting Metal Gear Solid 5, and what do you look forward most about it? Because it definitely looks like the most accessible and most, I guess you could say, diverse game of the franchise. There's definitely more action-oriented. I feel like it's going to grab a lot of those people that like Battlefield and Call of Duty and Uncharted, because it has a nice mix of action, but it's still retained its stealth. But you can definitely play this game heavy on the action and less on the stealth. It's a little harder versus Metal Gear Solid 4, which I think you could have played the entire game like a Call of Duty game or like a Metal Gear game. It was very split. It was really player's preference. This game, I think, it's definitely more pushed towards the stealth side, even though the shooting and action has improved greatly. It's still incredibly hard to just go out guns blazing. Okay, so now I need to sneak across the base and get to where Pos is, which is that way. That big building, it's under there. And this general area is a pain because there's a lot of guards, there's the watchtowers, and then once you get in to that general building area, there's a lot of security cameras. You can also use that ATV, I think it's called, which it has a gunner on it. There's, for such a small game, there's a variety of vehicles. I think there's like 4 different vehicles you can drive: a Jeep, a truck, that ATV, and then another type of truck. I think they have like a regular truck where you can sit in the back, and there's also like a transport truck, one of those big heavy duty ones. Okay, I'm gonna take him out. Bam. See, as you can see, saw me, and I think this is over. Yep. And I gotta take him out. Be wary, he might jump into the car and come after me. So, can't go through there. That's basically an invisible area. You can't cross those game-produced walls. Okay, cool. Red is a surveillance camera. See, the aiming is not perfect. Hopefully it gets better with better weapons in Metal Gear 5. But you do get a nice selection of weapons in this game. A shotgun, you have your standard machine gun you start off with, an Uzi, pistol, your tranquilizer pistol, rocket launcher, the vast array of grenades, C4, landmines, or not landmines, claymores. And yeah, there's a lot packed into this small package. Like, I probably put in 10 to 20 hours already, and probably like 12 or 13 hours. And you can't get a platinum in this game, but the in-game has a percentage that you can unlock of all the missions, getting S ranks on everything. I think I'm at 40%, so there's definitely a lot left for me to do, which I will get around to at some point, but probably after I play Metal Gear Solid 5 for hours and hours. Because if if Metal Gear Solid 5 is anything like this, but just more content, I'm going to be busy for quite some time. I'm glad I have nothing else to play right now. See, as you can see, they were shooting in one area because they weren't sure exactly where you were, and then they spotted you. So it's those little neat touches that make this really, really, just realistic and different compared to most shooters and action games. Choke them out. I need a silenced weapon here, or they're going to keep coming. Okay. And one thing I don't like that they did is there is a pause menu. When you check the map, it doesn't pause, versus the old Metal Gear games where you pause would start and you could go through your items and your map and not have to worry about enemies. Everything's real time all the time. You can click select, which is also a pause menu, but you can't do anything there other than like change the controls and color settings. So I don't like that feature, and the codec system, I guess it's appropriate that it's different because you're not really using a codec, you're using a radio. But Metal Gear Solid 3 also used the radio. I don't like the way it works. You can't choose who you're calling. You can't stop conversations midway through. You can't fast forward through them. And you don't have the little codec screen with the characters. I'll let you watch this cutscene. Okay, that was the cutscene, so now we have pause. In this game, it's interesting that this is really the first time, as well for Chico, that you get to see Paz and Chico, what they look like, and you get a more personal feel of the characters, because in Peace Walker, the cutscenes were all drawn. You could only go off of, the images and the very good voice acting, but you couldn't get a more personal feel and touch to it like you did see in previous games, because Peace Walker was originally a portable game, so they really had to cut back on the cutscenes, and they relied with digital graphic novel style cutscenes that still were quite impressive, but they just didn't have the same impact that the cutscenes have in the other Metal Gear games. So right now, almost done with the mission. All I have to do is get past these guys, call in a chopper, and escape with pause, and mission complete. So as you can see, this mission boils down to a simple extraction mission. You extract 2 people and you're done. But there's a lot of little extra content you can do. You can fuck around with the guys. There's a lot of great videos on YouTube of all the interesting stuff you can do to the enemies. Like you can plant C4 on them. You can launch them across the map. Oof, that's perfect right there. He didn't even see me. I do miss the map feature. Did I get him? Do I get him? Yep, got him. Perfect. I do miss the map feature that has been present in all the previous games, where you got the corner right map with the characters or the enemies on them and their cones, their vision cones to see where they could see, because when I took out that first guy, I really didn't know if I was going to be able to do it without being seen. Okay, so I called in the chopper and they're focusing in on it. This is going to be a really close call, actually. Surveillance camera on my right. Got a magazine. And you can actually shoot with a character on your back. You just have to have a one-handed weapon, like the Uzi or the pistol, which is really, really cool. I closed the door just in case they got reinforcements coming in. Gives me a little more extra time. And I want to apologize about the audio. I know this video has some terrible audio. It's jumping back and forth between the left and right speaker. But what are you gonna do? So as you can see, the chopper's almost destroyed. We really gotta get out of here. It's a close call one. It's a great finish though. And he sees me. It's about time. Bam. But I take him out. Alright, as you can see, I'm on 5. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I will be playing Metal Gear Solid 5 for the coming weeks. I may upload some videos of it. Sadly, it'll be in standard definition. If you would like to support the channel, think about subscribing, liking, and commenting my videos. Check out the website, Greasyjoystick.com, in the links below. And if you really want to help out the channel severely, think about donating to the Patreon. It's patreon.com/Greasyjoystick. All the money received is going to go towards a new capture card, new games, new mic, so on and so forth. And just try to make this channel and website the best it can be. And with your help, I think we could do that. Also check out the Twitch channel where I stream games, twitch.com/Greasyjoystick. So thank you for watching again, and enjoy Metal Gear Solid 5. Catch you on Metal Gear Online. See ya.
Snake! Snake!
Medic! She's rigged. Damn it, we were set up!
We gotta get it out. No time for anesthetic. We have to open her now.
Hold her down. Hold her down!
Keep her gut in. Breathing stable, no active bleeding. She's clean, I'm closing her up. Hold her steady. It's gotta be a continuous suture.
Control tower, this is Morpho 1. All hummingbirds are on the wing. We'll shake hands, then head back to the cage. Boss, you got a call. Boss, can you hear me?
What's up, Huey?
Our guests are right on time. Document destruction and hangar decontamination are complete. AFVs have been stowed away, and Zeke's on the seafloor along with a nuke. Everyone's got their story straight. estimated tour will be wrapped up by the time you get home.
Make me proud.
By the time they leave, I'll have the IAEA praising us as the poster boys for world peace. Out. Tower, this is Morpho 1. Do you copy? Can't get through. The link seems fine, but... Look! Commander Miller!
Inspection was nothing but a smokescreen. I heard explosions, then... They played us like a damn fiddle! Give it back! This isn't right, that was ours! We built it, damn it! You spying bitch! Come on, start talking, bitch! Come on, get up and start talking!